Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be doing my updated Fire King deck profile for Judgment of the Light. I got a couple of upgrades in this new set in the form of Yaksha, so I put him in. And this deck is meant to be a little bit better than the past one. It's supposed to be more competitive focused. But because I didn't pull the fast cards like Wolfbark, really expensive stuff, I tried to make it as good as I could with the cards that I have. So here's what I came up with. First, 3 Fire King High Avatar Garunix, the main boss of the deck. Is really annoying for the opponent if you can actually get the loop to work properly. Next, 3 Fire King Avatar Yaksha. He helps the deck a lot. He's a beast warrior, so he adds targets for Tenki. And then 2 Fire King Avatar Kirin. This one is it's returning from the structure deck, along with 3 Fire King Avatar Barong. So Barong is probably the better one. And then I had to drop this down to 2 to make room for some other things. So next we have 1 Fire King Avatar Garunix. This is the only one is needed. This card's probably the least useful out of all the Fire Kings. So I just put him in just to run all of them and to have another level 3 target to go for a rank 3 Exceed monster. Next I have 1 Brotherhood of the Firefist Boar, mainly because he's a 4-star tuner, so he allows you to synchro, and synchros are coming back, so I wanted to be able to allow this deck to synchro. And then I also put in 1 Brotherhood of the Firefist Bear. He's just a really good fire monster. If you're running Tenki, you can afford to run 1 bear. He also he gives you an out to a lot of things. For example, Archlord Christia is pretty annoying because agents are back. He easily gets rid of her. And then Boar just lets you synchro, so I kind of borrowed 2 Firefist monsters. And then 1 Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. 1 is enough. You may not even need this card. Just for more magic and trap removal, if you can loop it. And then the last monster is 3 Flamvell Firedog. Mainly because he's just really good at building field presence if he's able to successfully destroy an opponent's monster. And he's 1900. He can smash into Thunder King and fix a lot of problems if you're up against an opponent who likes to lock you down. This deck struggles with decks that lock you down. For example, Christia messes this deck up. And anything that kind of doesn't let you search the cards you need can be a problem. So Flamvell Firedog's pretty good, and Bear is also pretty good at fixing those problems. So those are the monsters. For the spells, I have 2 Fire Formation Tenki. Depending on the situation, you can search for Yaksha. You can search for Bear or Boar. So 2 is enough. Next, 3 Circle of the Fire Kings. This card's just really good for Fire Kings. As well as 3 Onslaught of the Fire Kings. So those are like the typical fire stuff, as well as 3 Rekindling. This is their mass Monster Born. So they've lost Monster Born, but they still have Monster Born. If you know what I mean. And then 2 MST, just standard magic and trap removal. And then I just put in some outs to Christia or a problem card. So 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole Obvious, and then 1 Smashing Ground. You could also try running Creature Swap. Creature Swap is better against something like Stardust Dragon. But I would just run it in the side deck. I would just go for pure destruction because it goes with the theme. So I just put in those cards for destruction. And then for the trap cards, I'm running 3 Horn of the Phantom Beast. This is just really good with Flamvell Firedog, with Brotherhood of the Firefist Bear, or even Garunix. And then just 1 Torrential Tribute, and this should be 2 Mirror Forces, or 2 Dimensional Prisons, or Bottomless, Compulse, whatever type of tech trap cards or staple trap cards you want to run. So that's the main deck. for the extra deck, because I ran Boar, I was able to tune, so I have one Crimson Blader. He's really good. A fire synchro monster, as well as Black Rose Dragon, because you can go into this with Boar and Kirin, or Boar and any of the level 3s. And then the rest are just a bunch of Exceed monsters. So I put in one Gagaga Cowboy, one Steelswarm Roach, one Evilswarm Ouroboros, because you can get this with Rekindling, one Lavalval Chain, one Number C39 Utopia Ray. I just kind of threw that in there as a placeholder. You don't really need to run this. You could run another of whatever. And then one Utopia, one Diamond Direwolf, one Maestroke the Symphony Djinn, one Vylon Sigma, one Leviair the Sea Dragon. You may never really need to make this, but who knows if they banish stuff. One Wind-Up Zenmaines, one number 50 Blackship of Corn, this card's amazing, and one Photon Pappiloperative. So that was the extra deck. Let me know what you guys think. You can update it, you can just give me what you would change or add or take out. But that was the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.